The recording has started. So now I am going to present you LOZICS Next, the web-based application. As I said, when you log in into the application, the first thing is that you are getting certain alerts. So the four alerts I talked about was arrival, today, dispatches, pending, and placements. We go to contracts. You can define contracts for each of your customers. If you are currently doing it, so you may be aware how the contract is created. And it could be for different customer for on basis on different templates that we have already designed. So you can choose a particular template on which you want to create the uh, order, that is your freight rate contract, and that is per kilometer, per kg basis, or per metric ton basis. And this rate that you have finalized with your customers is taken into account when you are creating an LR or you are creating a bill. So then we have different types of for expenses and detention and claims. And the next important part is job order, which you are already maintaining in LOZICS ERP, the desktop application. So we have a similar job order, and now a little bit more comprehensive. We have taken into account some other requirements of different customers. So this will fit into your business. That is job order, creation of a job order for a customer. So a customer against a particular indent or without indent, and then you have different how the order came and the expected date of delivery, and who is the consigner, consignee, and source and destination. And then there would be this detail on the bottom part, that is how many metric ton, how many kilogram of material that is to be shipped from point A to B. So this information. So this is same almost same screen, except that there are few more options that we have introduced in this version, right? So I'll move to the next one, which is important. That is a creation of consignment, or lorry receipt, or whatever name you call it, or docket, or docket. So this is the docket creation. So again, you create a docket against that job order you already created. So you have here the list of jobs you have already created. So you will get a list of jobs here, and based on, so these are various jobs you already created. You pick a job, and against that particular job order, you are not creating an LR. So based on the job order, you have all the information which you have already filled up appears on the screen. And so the additional information that you need to enter is how many packages, or how much weight you are actually shipping this moment. And so when this is done, so you press this get rate, that is you apply the rate contract. So the rate is the prices are applied, and it calculates the overall total uh, amount total amount. And this GST stands for goods and service tax. So it can be, it will we will change it to your system of taxation, that is VAT. So right now what I am showing you is a Indian version, the version that is made for India. When I show you the international one, so there will be slight changes in nomenclature. Rest of the things are just the same. So you can interrupt me anytime if you have some questions, some queries on any of the options, right?
Yeah, okay, proceed.
Okay, thank you. And then you have various other things, like one other option that you are using is POD, that is entering proof of delivery. When it is already delivered the docket, so you upload this docket in the system. So today we have one beautiful change in this application is that this POD is made in mobile app also. If you can give this mobile app to your driver who is going to deliver the goods at the client place, so he can himself take a signature, take a picture of the docket, signed docket, and enter the docket number here, consignment number, and upload it. So at the back end, you have the information that this particular docket has been uploaded into the system. So it has POD has been created, proof of delivery, and then you can edit it or edit it and change if there are any changes required in this. Because you may require certain changes, like if there are some additional expenses on the way which was not on that levied on the docket, but later on, so you can add that. Otherwise, you simply just see it and save it. So this is proof of delivery. So this will be done by the mobile app, and then there are n number of reports. The reports will come later on. We can come to the report part later. Now we move to the workflow system. The next step in the workflow system is trip management. That is trip planning, trip start, trip movement, and trip settlement. So in this we have, like, as you already know, there are various masters of creation of vehicle database, fuel, trip, drivers, tracking, etc. So now we go to the trip. Now we have in trip, we have advance money to be paid to the driver, adding money and withdrawing money from his card in case you have issued the bank card. So this is the trip start and trip planning. This first part is trip start and trip planning. So it says you create a trip number over here with this particular vehicle number, and the odometer reading, previous odometer reading will automatically fetched from the database, and you have to enter the current odometer reading of the truck when it starts. So it is going on a particular route with a particular driver, and other details would be there. And these are the FASTag card, Petro card, and prepaid card. That is the toll cards which is already attached with this particular vehicle. So their information, their balance will be available provided you have integrated those cards with this system. So we have that integration possible. End of this presentation, you will have to inform me if you want to integrate any petro card or any other prepaid card. So naturally the charges, everything is calculated accordingly. Even there is a fee that we need to charge for that. So this is the planning. Now in planning you have movement details, then you have document verification, which are various documents with that truck, and which are is just validity is displayed, the type of document, and this is verified by the user, verified by the manager. I'll just pick one data. So this is how this you can pick the data. You click on this tick button where we have a tick mark. So on this tick mark, now you have this document verification part. Advanced provisional advances. What are the advances that is proposed for this trip? And what is the provision of fuel? Like how many liters of diesel it would require to complete that journey? Same way you will have the provisional expenses, that is the expenses on the way. So you can have those various expenses list will appear, and then there will be toll charges if there are any toll charges involved. If not, so you can leave it blank. And then there will be movement details, like how if the truck is going from city A to B to C, so that the movement detail would be you can have it here, like it goes from A to B, and then maybe it picks another consignment from B, or it may not pick, so it can go to from A to C. So this is the planning of trip planning chart that you are already making in your existing application. And then we'll have movement and finally settlement. So settlement is the actual uh, mileage run, the actual expenses on that, the actual fuel consumption. So I'll just pick one data for you to understand it properly. This one you can see now settlement. You have the settlement number and you pick this trip. So that trip we created that time 0002, this trip comes over here, this trip date and the drivers and everybody. And then you have this trip ranges from this date to this date was the trip timing. And these are the different balances and expenses incurred by the card. So if it is not connected, so you can manually enter this information that how much expenses were done on various heads. So same way you have movement details, adjustment, additional expenses, charges, fuel consumption. And on this, the first screen, you get this summary of this trip. That is total uh, cash given to the driver, what are the charges, how much expenses he did on the way, and how much was the fuel expenses, and fuel balance in the tank if there is any. So there is no balance, so zero. And this says balance payable to the driver minus 150, means you have to take back 250 from the driver over issued. Now this is the fuel consumption summary that says the balance at the start was this and you issued 40 liter of diesel which was at the price of $96, that comes to this much 3840. So same way there is shortened access in quantity, shortened access in value, standard consumption and distance, and fuel consumption on this particular route. So it can also tell you if there is more fuel consumption than required. So then the average that has been designed for the route. So it will explain you to that. And this is the advanced detail. Finally, there is the total expenses and P&L in this particular trip. Total income done, total expenses done, and what is the profit or loss or whatever, and what is the per kilometer profit you earned out of this trip. So this is the total summary of the trip. And so I think you already know about this. So you will hardly have any questions. Yes, the integration with financial accounting is as each and every step. These figures that are going into different heads are posted to financial accounting because we have already measured this or linked this with the financial part. So you need not to enter this again in the financial system. So it will already be taking care here, like as it says different heads, border entry, toll, repairing, food expenses, and these are automatically posted to the financial head. This is how it is paid by cash or by credit card. Same way there will be toll charges, and if additional fuel issued is how much is that. And then finally driver's recovery. If there is any discrepancy or there is any pilferage or anything that you have to recover from the driver, so here you can recover it and it will go to his impressed account from where you can actually deduct it from his salary or you can take the cash back. So in just one screen, one voucher, very comprehensive voucher system. So you get each and everything, and the screen layout will be just same for every transaction. Here is the listing where you can see on the right hand corner, and here you will have edit button, print, and more. In more, you have cancel, delete, and mail and attachment. If you want to mail it to your boss, you can do. And in print, you will have the voucher system. You can print the voucher, and if the voucher has been defined properly, so it will show on your screen as it comes over here. So this is the printable voucher that says the complete history about the trip. It went empty from A to B, and then it loaded something. It went from B to C with loaded, and then there are different how the advances were given. These are different expenses detail on different heads: driver salary, food expenses, etc., etc., and the total P&L for the trip. Right. So trip. Now there would be drivers related salary definition, attendance, and processes. This is particularly only for the driver that comes into in this packaged in this module. But if you are talking about the overall salary definitions for your entire people, the entire manpower of your company, so there is the separate payroll module that is again integrated with the financial accounting, and that we can discuss later. Now, from this, I move to the workshop. Then I finally go to financial accounting part. In workshop module, inventory module, you have again alerts like documents renewal. How many trucks on this particular vehicle, which is pending, fitness, insurance, road tax, permit, etc. This shows you the last renewal here this on this column, and then you have due date, and this will be shown here. Same way you will have license renewal for the driver. So you can define how many days in advance you want to see, you want to view the you want to know, you want to hear the alert. So this alert will be coming again and again on your screen the moment you do. And this is vehicle maintenance, that is the preventive maintenance if defined in the system. So it will show you the preventive maintenance heads, which is this. For example, if there is a oil change and you have defined that it should be give you alert every 40,000 kilometers or 6 months, so it will give you alert at this time. Same way you will have vehicle availability at this particular branch where I have logged in. So it shows these vehicles are available for reloading, loading of goods. So it will have same way it will have order management, that is complete procurement management uh, from starting from requisition, purchase quotations, purchase orders, then spare part inventory, opening stock, receipts, MRN material receipt note, issue, return. Under maintenance, you will have truck inspection, truck estimate, that is after inspection he will create an estimate of repair, estimate approval by the manager, job card, job in progress, work order, and service bill. Under tire, we have defining axle position and tire fitment, inspection of tire, correction, retreat, resoling issue, and stock transfer from one warehouse to other or from one truck to another truck. Same way you will have battery management. So in a nutshell, these are various options. So I think you will be interested in maintenance and job card. This is the job card. You are creating a job card after inspection. So you can take it, you can here, you can say when the estimate was created, you can take the estimate number, and for example, if you have put the right estimate number over here, right now I don't have any. So it will show the list and you can click on the estimate number and it will fill up all the information which is required here. So this truck is under warranty or is paid service or free service or whatever. So you have various options available here. And if it is being done in house, is this, if it is at a service center, so for service center you have a service bill, and that is similar to this. So here the maintenance head will appear, and then you have spare part changed, new spare part issued to the truck, tire fitment done, on the axle position, and battery in case new battery has been fitted or the tire is fitted or any spare part. So the moment you give it, it gives you the last work done and current this, and these are the various maintenance. So the moment you pick up a vehicle, so it will show you, for example, this is my vehicle that goes for this, and I say this is directly we are making, we don't have an estimate right now, and we put the odometer reading. For example, the odometer current is this, so it has covered a distance of 800 kilometers since the last work done, and so all other information would be there. So this is in house location, and now there would be this information you can take from here, maintenance head. So simply you already know this, everything you know, so I'm not going into great details right now. When you click get preventive dues, it gives you a list of the preventive dues defined for this particular vehicle, that says the last work done on this was at this kilometer on this date, so it will be due on these kilometers on this date. And next, if you do it today, say you are changing, you are working on this truck today, so it will be showing you next it will be due on this particular date and this thing. So these are very advanced features that we have included in this version. Probably these were not with you. So job card creation. So there will be other things. Same way we have service bill. In tire fitment, we define various axle position, and I'll just go to the fitment part. How it works? Very simple. Simply you have to put in the vehicle number. It's define its odometer reading today, and when you say get data, it displays all the tires that has been fitted on this truck, and including its date of fitting, tire number, and number of the covered kilometer, how many kilometers this tire has actually covered. So this is there. If you want to fit, simply you have to just click at this fit button, where you put the new tire, and you say this is a C8 tire, radial tire, and the tire number you have to supply, and so it shows you the previous odometer reading in this thing, and so this tire is fitted. So very simple process. So same way there will be stock transfer issued for retreat and received from retreat. Order in order management, there is a requisition that the workshop gets requisition from the department that what's needs to be procured based on their reorder and minimum order level of inventory, and this is the purchase quotations, that quotations you get from various suppliers. So for example, this is a company and you are getting a quotation for a particular item, particular inventory item, so you have to just mention it here. So for example, I have this, it says brake shoes, and I am getting this quotation that says this is. So like this is your quotation you have got. Now against this quotation, there will be finally that you are issuing the purchase orders. Again, it will ask you against this purchase order you are creating. You are creating against orders, or you are creating again requisition. So you give the requisition number, and all other information would be there, and you can make this purchase order and send it to your vendors. Just I want to show you the format, and this format we can redesign it. We can redesign it, rebuild it based on your format, so that you already know they should be there to help you out. So this you can do. And now this particular format you want to mail it, we have various options available, so you can attach it and send a mail to your vendor. So this is manual options option available to you. It's not automatic emailing, so you can alternatively send it to your vendor. So in a nutshell, these are the things. Now, how all these things are linked with financial accounting. So before I go to financial accounting, I should show you MRN, material receipt note, and how this is linked with financial accounting. So when you create a material receipt note, you give it a vendor supplier name, and this amount, this particular amount, that this value of this purchase, it is posted to financial accounting. So we have a authorization system also, where this financial is not posted directly, but it goes for a system called bill passing, where you enter this MRN number and it shows you all the information, and the accounts manager simply verifies this and posts this to account. So that will be the system. And but all the information about the value, the discounts, the taxes, and the expenses, that is the delivery charges or any other information on that. And this is about how the RR and LR number, shipment number for the goods to reach you. And so this LR you have to, so that financial debit and credit, you need not to worry about. It will simply take care from this form itself, that goes to financial accounting. Now I show you the financial accounting part, that is accounts. The icon here is accounts. As in all other modules, you have this alerts and notifications. Those are coming here. You have cash and bank balances alert. You have various bank balances. So your accountant will be given rights to see the balances here. Receivable. You have two receivable here. One is oldest, that is above 90 days or above 100 days or above 300 days, you can define. So these customers, these are outstanding. Then there would be receivable latest also, that is current outstanding. And you have another alert and notification, that is pending billing. You have already created a docket, you have already delivered the goods and entered the POD, but it's not yet billed from your system. So you bill it, it shows you your customer list along with since how many days, like this is above 90 days still pending, so it will give you a complete list of this alert. In financial accounting, you will have all those chart of account here. You create all charts of accounts, your types and groups and balance sheet groups, your cost centers, and opening balances, definition of budgets, and recurring transaction, that is the transaction that recur every month. For example, you are paying rent, so it recurs, so automatically you define it on which day you want to automatically pass one entry, journal entry, so it will be passing. And this is for the check printing, if you are still printing checks. Otherwise, now most of the transaction are NEFT or Swift, so still that option is there. Now we have the voucher, that is all receipts, payments, bill passing, as I discussed about. And then we have contra voucher, journal, and deductions, bill passing. Before coming to this entry, I like to show you billing, which is you created so there are different type of bills. We can go to that later. So in bill, you are creating a tax invoice for your, we have given some different options, different formats, but the most common is either tax invoice or you can say freight bill. And this freight bill you are creating, this is the your bill number would be coming over here, freight your customer. And what you need to do is simply add a consignment here. So when you say add a consignment, so before that it asks you for the customer name. So for example, this is your customer, you are making the bill. Now on this, when you add consignment, You go to this, you enter the consignment over here, everything else is automatically comes here. What you have to enter is just the amount, the rate, get rate. So this is the apply rate, this rate you are applying from the contract you created. Otherwise manually it will give you a option where you enter the rate. So how it works, you just click on this for Maruti Suzuki Limited. These are the dockets due for billing. These are the unbilled as you see. So for example, you want to just make this bill for this number N0003, and all this information would appear. And now this has already taken a price, a rate from the rate contract, and it tells you okay, this bill is now you can do. So this shows the freight total 375. So this is how you are doing billing, and you do this billing, you say add, so it goes back to the previous screen. Now this billing has been done for $394. So automatic billing. So all debit and credit of financial accounting is also taken care. Simply you don't have to bother about it. You simply create a bill for all the pending bill of a customer and save it, so it goes to financial accounting, debit credit. In financial accounting, you have all these vouchers, that is receipts and payments, all billing, different style of billing. Reconciliation, you have bank reconciliation and branch reconciliation. Branch is for if you have inter-branch transactions, you made some payment on behalf of your Botswana branch, so it will be taken care of inter-branch transaction, that is debit credit both the sides. All books of accounts, day book, cash book, bank book, journal, ledger of this. Outstanding, we have aging as well as analytical. I'll come to this, that you can define aging different time periods, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or it's or again user definable. Same way you will have consignment wise freight outstanding. Annual reports, which is the summary of all financial transactions, trial balance, balance sheet, P&L, all those information would be there. Simply when you say P&L, it will take the financial year as on this date, and click on show button. It is giving you a financial picture of your transactions. That is your expenses, income, your various heads, and here also it shows you various heads, vertical, and total P and L, profit and loss. And if you want to further see any head, so you can just simply go to click at this. When you click on this particular head, it goes to the ledger of this particular head and shows you the information that was there. See, this is the information we have on the ledger, and then you can go back, or if you want to mail it, there is a mail option also, if you want to mail this ledger to your party. And alternatively, if you go for automatic mail scheduling, that option is also available, and a schedule will be fired on the design date when this outstanding statement will be sent to your customers. So that is, choice is yours. If you want to go for that, we can activate. Again, that is, each item is priced accordingly. So P&L, balance sheet, ledger, trial balance, various analytical reports on that, RTGS, NFT report, balances, account deductions, cash flow, freight payment, transporter bills, all this. Transporter bill stands for your subletting. If you are subcontracting this to someone, so that transporter bill will comes into picture. So this is the financial accounting, and particularly I like to know if you have certain queries about the financial accounting part, because this is something new that you have not used earlier. So welcome.
No, it is still okay. I'm following.
Yes.
I'm following.
Yeah.
Once we start engaging, I'll share with you uh, our chart of accounts and the trial balance and how we think we should be inputting the information. So far, so good. I can relate to what you're saying, so you
Okay.
can carry.
Okay. Okay. So, like foreign currency, as you said, so when you are receiving the payment from any of your customer, so it will be this is your bank. Now you say you receive it currency. Which currency you are receiving? So this is INR, Indian rupees, USD, Euro. So we can define the currency you are. For example, if you are doing it pounds, so your currency will appear here. It says US dollar, and today the price is say 81 rupees. So I am receiving 20,000 this thing. So this is the it takes into account the say for example from this of my customer. Now it goes to bill. It is taking against a bill number. So I give a bill number over here. So this is the bill number for example. So this is so the amount I received was 2000 US dollar, but the amount credited and debited to this account is automatically converted as so this is the balance amount, sorry, this is the balance amount. So it will you receive in this, and but in your financial accounting books the amount will be in your local currency, I mean your home currency we call it. So this is how this is taken care. So this foreign currency, so this foreign currency conversion would be in every voucher, that is your financial voucher where it hits the financial books of accounts, that is your receipts, payments, your bill and your purchases. When you are making a purchase note, so there it will take into account this, where that we call the bill passing. Here in bill passes you have bill journal, and in bill journal you have this party. Say you have for example you got it from this customer, and here it will have the again the currency, and it is for example 82 rupees per dollar. So you have to supply the rate, and so this will take care. So as I said, this currency option would be available to you all in wherever it is required, particularly in financial transaction, not everywhere, but where there is a transaction that hits the books of accounts, that time it will be available to you. So this particular receipts, that particular document uh, we have. So again that particular document we just need to enter the document here, and so it will be it is a bill passing option, that is it now hits your financial accounting system. So there are few words like TDS, tax deducted at source, and so it will remain blank for your case. It's not required, so it will remain blank, not editable or not you can enter data. And
Tax deducted at source. Here we have what we call withholding tax. We also have it.
oh, this we called TDS, tax deducted at source. That is, we are cutting some amount from the supplier's bill, and that is, I think, similar to holding tax.
Yes, we also have it. It's called withholding tax.
Yes, so here we call it TDS, tax deducted at source. Before making the payment, you deduct certain amount of the party, of the contractor.
Yes.
Mm. So those things you can uh, chalk out. What is the additional requirement that you need to have in financial accounting? So I think it will cover your 99% of the requirements, but still if there is something, so you can let us know and we'll find out how we can serve you, how we can change the system, or we can find out a way forward.
Okay.
So this is in a nutshell. I mean, summary presentation is this, and so I think from my side it's over. So if you have some queries, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can just send you a proposal in 1 or 2 days, and then we can take it ahead from there.
Okay. Engineer Edward Dumba has joined. Edward is the IT manager at Globetrotters. He joined a bit late, but I also gave him an invitation on short notice. Dumba, you're welcome. Hello, Edward. Yeah, so I've followed through the whole presentation. I think it is straightforward
Thank
to
you.
be, and I
Yeah.
think it will be helpful. The part I didn't see is the payroll management.
Payroll is quite lengthy one. We'll have another session for that, and so after 1 week, because next week I am just moving out for some business traveling. So that we can show you, or even Dinesh can help you with that. Even even if I am not here, so I'll request Dinesh to give you a presentation of payroll whenever you want it. Dinesh.
Yes, I will do it if required.